What's good, people? Welcome to the Escapism channel. I'm your host, Terrelle. Today, I'm going to do a trailer reaction video, something I haven't done in a few years. Used to do it all the time back in the day on the old channel, on the T-Main TV channel. Did it once on this channel, I think, with the Wakanda Forever trailer. I'm back again for another Ryan Coogler movie to do this trailer reaction. And the reason why I wanted to do a trailer reaction for this film especially is because it's a film I've been looking forward to ever since I heard about it. The film is called Sinners. It's directed by Ryan Coogler. It's his first non-Marvel movie since Creed, so that's been a good 9 years. And it's starring Michael B. Jordan in a dual role, and it's a vampire movie. I believe a period movie as well. So there's a lot of things involved with this film that make me excited. That's Ryan Coogler, a director I admire. Michael B. Jordan, one of my favorite actors. Them as a partnership, which I think has been fantastic over the years. I think they've gone on a generational run, and that's hopefully going to continue with this film. Of course, they started with Fruitvale Station back in 2013, I believe. Creed in 2015. Black Panther in 2018, and now Sinners in 2025 by the time this one releases. The fact that it's a vampire movie. I'm a fan of vampire stories. I do think that vampire stories in general have been watered down over the years. I think Twilight and True Blood and stuff like that almost did irreversible damage to vampires in pop culture. And I think the horror aspect and the cool aspect and nature of vampires has kind of been lessened as a result. And hopefully Sinners and films like Robert Eggers' upcoming Nosferatu will restore that kind of element of fear and the sleek kind of coolness of the vampire myth to the screen. So hopefully that will do this. I'm a big fan of anime. And one thing that was rumored when this film was announced is that Ryan Coogler was shooting this period vampire story with Michael B. Jordan in a dual role as vampires, and it would have anime influences. Now, I'm a sucker for when a director can translate anime styles into a film. Bizarrely enough, early this year, a film came out called Challengers with Zendaya. It was a tennis film, but that film did it to some of the best I've ever seen in terms of translating the cinematography and style and visual language of an anime to a film. Now, I don't know how much that anime aesthetic or influence is going to be within this film or within this trailer, but I'm intrigued to find out. And that's just another element that has me excited. And one of my favorite animes is Hellsing. And Alucard is the main character of Hellsing. And I've had it in my head ever since I heard about this film that it'd be very cool if they could translate that aspect, or I was very curious if they were going to translate kind of that aspect of Alucard and let Hellsing be quite an influence on this film and how they do the vampire aspect of it. And then they released a poster overnight, and on the poster, Michael B. Jordan looks like Alucard, which had me very excited. So I'm very, very excited to see this trailer, and to see how it turns out. And I'm going to give my live reaction to it right now. So I'm just going to get the trailer started right now. Jordan's looking quite built up in this. Got that form back. Looking very muscular.
I've been all over this world. I seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible. Love you, brother. Be careful. I will.
Got the Alucard hat.
With all the things that I've seen. I ain't ever seen no demons, no ghosts, no magic. Till now. To get back inside. Let me in, man. There's some weird shit going on out here. You keep dancing with the devil.
Oh, bro looks hard. Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna follow you home.
That's a good tease. That's a good tease. And you know why that's a good tease? Because it doesn't give away that this is a vampire story, really. Let me cut that off. Um, like I know that's a vampire story because I've been keeping up with it. But the trailer itself, if you were, sat in the cinema and this is the first time you're seeing that trailer, you're not necessarily going to realize that's a vampire story. So I'm very intrigued to is given enough breadcrumbs, to chew on and to analyze because I'm very intrigued how the vampire element's going to come into it. I believe from the rumors that came out, I believe that Michael B. Jordan is a vampire, but maybe I'm wrong on that. This trailer's got me second guessing because maybe he's just a vampire hunter, um, and not a vampire himself. I'm intrigued, but it's almost I appreciate that the trailer's got me intrigued enough to think about that because it doesn't give it away. Because I was under the impression that him and his brother were vampires and they were twins. But it's also interesting like where that's going to come into it because the first of all, there's a very southern aspect to this which I like, and the visual style of it. It's not necessarily what I expected, um, but it's definitely got that southern kind of perspective that we're telling this story. Um, and in the bulk of this trailer, from what I can remember, where you're seeing Michael B. Jordan, you're only seeing one of him. There is that one scene where he hugs his brother, his twin brother. So I'm starting to think, is the twin brother the vampire and Michael B. Jordan, like the other side of him, the other twin, a regular person? So is he then going to be going up against himself, hunting himself? So Michael B. Jordan, as we see in this trailer for the most of it, is human, and his twin brother with the Alucard hat is going to be the vampire, and that's where the conflict comes into it. So, are we going to get a Michael B. Jordan versus Michael B. Jordan in this film with the vampire hunting? It looks quite small scale as well, which is quite interesting. And I think that could work in the film's benefit, to be honest, instead of being a much more larger scale film. Um, yeah, I really like the look of this so far. And Michael B. Jordan, like the look of him in this film, like he's in that muscular form, great form, action hero kind of form, but still looking natural enough to be just like a regular character that's caught up in a situation. Uh, but the imagery in the film and the soundtrack of the trailer, the music, the way it's cut, very well made trailer that I think I mean, it's called the official trailer, but I'd say that's probably a teaser trailer in my opinion, because it doesn't give much away. But I am very curious to see and hear more about this film. This film was also shot in IMAX, which is very exciting. It's not just going to be released in IMAX, it was shot in the IMAX format. So there will be IMAX scenes in this film, which I think for to see Ryan Coogler harness the IMAX for his own original story like this. It's going to be very interesting. A lot of people will make parallels to Blade because, of course, there's black filmmakers and black actors making a vampire film. I've given up caring about that Marvel Blade film that they announced 5 years ago, and it's kind of amusing that within that time, Ryan Coogler was able to make his Black Panther sequel and conceive, write, direct, and release this whole vampire story, original vampire story, before the Blade movie even gets off the ground. But yeah, this film's got me more intrigued, which is a good thing. I was already excited prior just hearing about what this film was, and now seeing it and getting a taste of what it is raised my intrigue levels. It's given me more to chew on, more for me to speculate about and think about. And I am really curious at where the vampire element comes in. I know that Haley Steinfeld's in this film, and I think I forgot his name. It's not Jack O'Connell. It might be Jack O'Connell, the British actor. He's in it, and I want to believe that they're probably vampiric characters. But I always had it in my head, or those early reports, I'm pretty sure they suggested that Michael B. Jordan is a vampire. Which, if that is the case, judging based on this trailer, I'm starting to believe that it's the twin brother that is the vampire. And maybe he's leading a clan of the others and it's the other twin brother, the normal one, is going to be the lead character, and then you're going to have Michael B. Jordan essentially as a protagonist and an antagonist in the same film, which I think would be excellent. And then to have that kind of vampiric story around it with this southern kind of period aesthetic, and then throw in some IMAX sequences and some anime influences, directed by Ryan Coogler. Yeah, I can see how this could be a hit. Like, I'm excited for this. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this trailer. Are you looking forward to the film? What's your theories? If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. That helped me out. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. And I'll speak to you guys in the next video. Take care.